Hey guys, so today guys I'm making a bit of a different video, not talking about autism, but just giving a bit of an update. And the update is basically my OCD I feel has gotten worse. And people that know me know that OCD is very hard to explain to people. It's very hard to understand what OCD is about. A lot of people think your typical moniker off Friends.
Would it be okay if I cleaned it? No?
You know, just being very hygienic and being very clean or having things done in a specific way. And OCD can be a lot worse than that. And I'm not speaking for everyone, I'm more talking about my OCD. And it's more of an impulse thing. It's not you want to do something because it has to be this way. You do it because you sort of get a voice in your head, not again, it's very hard to explain, but you sort of get something in your head sort of going, if you don't do this, something bad will happen, or if you don't do this, this will happen, or are you sure you did it like that right, and are you sure you did this correctly? And where a neurotypical person could just move on, I'll give you the example. So I once flooded my upstairs toilet when I was younger. I used to have an OCD where I used to have to do my hair and I used to have to wet it. And what I did one night was I put the taps on and I left the sink plugged and it overflowed, and it basically went through the ceiling of the downstairs living room, and it was all in the living room. Ever since that moment, the OCD for that sort of thing gets worse, because that time you're pretty sure that you turned the tap off and actually you've been proved wrong, and that makes it 10 times worse, because the minute you're proved wrong you obsess about it even more. And there's other things that can not help OCD. So if you are starting to do more or have to check things a bit more often, it can make it worse. And I felt a lot that what I've been doing recently, I've had to check things over and over and over again to make sure they are correct. And with that, it's got a lot worse, and it can affect things just as simple as leaving the house, you know, and checking the door. I mentioned to the Aspie world at one point, you know, when I leave the house, I have to look at the photo of my dog, who passed away, and I will have to say goodbye to the dog still 4 times. And it's very hard to make this video because people will watch it and think, oh my god, is he right in the head, and sort of thing, you know, it's that prejudgment, that stereotype. But I'm making this video to raise more awareness. You know, I'm sort of putting myself out there and letting people know that if you are going through these things, it is okay. And even though that my OCD has gotten worse, I'm able to analyse that and be able to accept that, and now working on things to get me back to where I want to be. Not where I need to be, but where I want to be. So, you know, using methods as meditation, you know, thinking a bit more, going against those thoughts, even though how hard it is, you know, just going, no, I'm not going to check that again. I'm sure. Having more confidence in yourself. And the things that can spike OCD is stress, is confidence, how you feel about yourself, having control over a situation that it could be the only thing you have control over, and yet that's what you choose to obsess about. And you know, in this video, it's spreading awareness, but giving the tips that I have done to sort of try and reduce that OCD more and more. So things like meditation, taking a step back and just going, no, I'm not going to do that. Talking to people about it, talking to you guys about it, and taking some time for yourself, you know, just to enjoy stuff. Because the thing with OCD is it's difficult, and it can lead to depression and things like that, because it can be an overbearing presence in your life. So I'm going to continue working on my OCD to make sure it gets better. And if there is anyone out there who can give me advice or wants to share their experience or just needs someone to talk to, I am here to do that. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helps, And hard one to make, but I'm glad I did it. So guys, thank you for watching and take care. Goodbye for now.